The fielder who went back and forth. Appeal.
Bit of turn. Missing leg, I reckon.
I like the change of pace there, 78.1 kilometres per hour, so he's not afraid, as you said, Kartik, to back himself and throw the ball up.
We mentioned used pitch. Spinners coming into the game a bit. Oh, brilliant. Saw him coming, fired that in. 96 k's an hour. 54 for 7.
The T20 game is also evolving for a spinner. They also understand that every now and then the batsman tries to target you, and that's why we keep saying that you need to start well and finish well. And Binger, every time you and me are mentioning it, the bowler seems to be getting hit for a 6.
They're not listening, are they?
Gets a piece of that. Gets it into the gap and away for 4. Poor bowling from Mehdi Miraj.
Just the length there that cost him. Pace of the air was pretty good, 82 and a bit k's per hour, but just the length there, which allowed Shikadawa to get into his position super quick and dispatch it.
And also sometimes the bowler, I can think from a bowler's point of view, and certain bowlers think that this is a batsman who can run down the track. Let me just go slightly short, and you drag it so much that the batsman's standing there and waiting for it.
He's quick on his feet, Shikhar Dhawan. He knows how to play the bowler as well. A little shimmy to give him that impression, and then he jumps onto that back foot. So gives me the impression these two batsmen have assessed the pitch. They're not going as hard as they usually do.
And the other thing is we see a wide there, call from the umpire, that they have assessed the wicket, as have Bangladesh, which is why they've brought on their slower bowlers. That's the other one. Just didn't quite get the line right. And they know that as the game goes on, the medium paces will definitely come into play. So they can take their time and get through this difficult period now, make sure they've got some wickets left in the shed, and then look to dominate probably from about the 13th or 14th over.
Come Miraj. One. Ball, Miraj, ball.
He's got the boundary of the over. Happy to knock it around.
Kartik, they've got to finish well here, the last ball.
I hope the bowler's not listening to you.
So they're going to close the over out. 1 run at best, no boundaries.
Dot ball to end the over, yet India have got 9 off it. 63 for no loss.
Over number 9. The reverse sweep comes out. It's been an unusual kind of approach by India. We haven't seen them looking to really attack the bowling, but instead it seems to be a more measured kind of approach on the surface.
Well, the reason for that is this opening pair hasn't fired, especially Rohit Sharma. So they went out with a conservative approach. Now they are well set. And you could see the Indian innings gaining ascendancy here. And that's alarming for the Bangladeshi team and the bowlers. They have to break this partnership as quickly as possible.
Sunny, this is also the 3rd game they're playing on this surface. You reckon so? India aware of it and not really looking to blast, but instead aiming at a target?
Well, I think they'll probably look to do it in the second half of the innings. They're coming to that in about 10 deliveries. So at the moment they're looking to work 1s and 2s, make every ball count for runs. They get to maybe 13, 14 overs with no loss or maybe a wicket, then they can throw their bats at just about everything. That is most likely going to be the approach. Both these batsmen capable of really upping the scoring. Both have a range of shots, both are very confident, both are powerful hitters.
And it also accentuates the point that the captain has faith in his middle order batting lineup, and also he trusts the bowling. That's why there is relatively a sedate start. They know if they can get set, they can set a big target. for Bangladeshi batsmen.
He's looking to bowl it much slower. The spinners searching for some turn, particularly 2 balls ago. You could see that he was looking to loop it, so it's an indication that it's offering something.
But generally the pitches have tended to be a little bit better for the team batting second. So it might just play the same way again. But Bangladesh have also bowled well. We're talking more about the Indian batsmen, but Bangladesh has also really bowled well. So
It doesn't look that kind of a surface. It looks a more 160-ish kind of surface where the ball's gripping a little bit, not coming on as we have seen in the previous games.
Plus, what we have seen in this game, not too many short deliveries been bowled. And that kept the batsman in check. Was a pace bowler been introduced? Are we going to have those short deliveries?
Looking to bowl that back of a length delivery. He's been impressive, Rubal Hossain. He's bowled with good heat right throughout the series. He's been used as an attacking option.
Yes, he has made the ball jump for the batsman, making it difficult. He's been amongst wicket too. Some challenge in middle order for India in this game.
Yeah, plenty of depth and talent in that Indian lineup. KL Rahul, what a player he looks. Manish Pandey, very, very useful. Suresh Raina, lots of experience. Again, you could see that the timing is not as fluent as we've seen in the other games. But what about Rubal Hossain? He's bowled with good heat. He's been the one who's been the go-to bowler for Bangladesh. Show you the 2 wickets against India. This was in the previous game. And they didn't have much to defend here. Just tucking him up a bit and having him caught at square leg.
he can be slippery. Rubel, the first over, he bowled quite well. But the trick here in limited overs cricket is to take the pace of the ball. Batsmen are wanting some pace which they can use to maneuver the ball, to try and hit it inside out. So they're looking for that length ball.
Going for that full length delivery.
Good run.
He was talking about the pitch. It's not a sort of a wicket where a batsman could play with freedom, hit the ball on the up. It's just gripping for the bowlers, and that's why conservative approach from the batsman.
Timbo.
Watchful, even in this format, T20.
Tim.
Where aspirations are of the crowd to see big sixes and bludgeoning. It's all
that brilliant Yorker of Rubal Hossain to get rid of Shikhar Dhawan.
Well, you saw Shikhar Dhawan looking to make a little bit of room to hit it on the offside, and he fired that one in. You're taking a chance with that kind of a delivery because it could go as a full toss. But when you get it right, then it is truly satisfying. Oh, that was a gift. Not taken. Nice, juicy, flighted, full toss and a dot ball. But this is the last ball. And oh, I think he might have not really seen it in the background, the crowd.
Ball, Oppo. Get me first right, Oppo.
Looking to bowl much slower, isn't it, Nazmul? Just looking to find some purchase. But Suresh Raina, look at the experience he carries. decent average, just under 30. So the last 3 deliveries have been under 80. In fact, that's just over 80, but he's definitely slowing it down.
Well, it surprises me that on a pitch like this, which is sluggish and offering a bit of help to the spinners, batsmen are reluctant to use their feet. This is a kind of a pitch where they're required to use their feet.
Save it.
When you do that, you also put doubt in the bowler's mind. He can bowl it a little bit short, then you can play the shot of the back foot, the cut or the pull shot. Use the depth of your batting crease, but that's not what's happening. Both the batsmen are crease bound, Sharma in particular at the moment. And there, he's gone for the biggie. Has he connected well? Well, you heard Amir Sohail, use your feet. That's what happens.
Good advice, Amir. Perfectly executed.
Well, good to see. Finally, a batsman using his feet, trying to get to the pitch of the ball. He couldn't. That's why we saw that hit. He had plenty of options.
But you could see the intention of the bowler. He's really looking to find something off the pitch. Let's see what happens here. Going for that length delivery.
See, that's what you get. Once you use your feet, put the bowler under pressure, you'll ask him to do something different. Run making was easy. End of the 11th, it's 8-1 now.
In 11 overs, it's been quite slow by comparison, the Indian innings, 7.27. So Mustafiz, the Fiz, what a fine bowler he is. The variety he brings in as a left armour.
Ideal bowler to have in your lineup, especially on a pitch like this, where the ball is gripping.
So it's 81 for 1. It's time to go across and join Archana. Let's see whom she has.
We've got Jaydev Unadkat with us, who's sitting out today, but you've had a good series so far. Tell us your experience in your words.
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, the matches were good. I got some learning as well, what to do when the batsmen are going hard at you. And I think there's been a trend in this series to go hard in the power plays, and it's a good learning experience, I would say, for myself.
And what about Rohit Sharma as captain?
He's very good. I mean, he was there in the...
He's having a good time out there right now.
He is, yes. He was due for this innings, and I think he's going to make it big, hopefully, today. And I've played under him in the Sri Lanka series when I made my comeback. So he has been pretty good. He has been leading Mumbai Indians very well for a lot of time. So very experienced that way.
Absolutely. And have you had an opportunity to actually go out and see the sights and sounds of Sri Lanka?
Not really. We just went to a couple of cafes, and that's it. I mean, the emergency as well. So
bars?
Not really.
Oh yeah.
I'm a person, but I don't drink.
That's true.
So yeah, we have gone for the cafes to drink, but coffees. Basically.
Okay, that's good. And I'm going to do a rapid fire with you, 3 quick questions, and you have to answer in under 3 seconds. Are you ready?
Look.
Yeah, you have to be. Okay, who's your favorite cricketer?
MS Dhoni.
Okay, well, favorite venue to play?
Wankhede.
Okay, thepla or khakra?
Thepla.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, he's a smart lad, Jaydev Unadkat. Came up with the answers very, very quickly. Last question, thepla or khakra. That is a Gujarati mix, and not surprised that he went for theplas. I tell you what, when we go to England, for example, for a longish stay, we take a lot of theplas with us. Theplas, I mean, how do I explain?
Eatery, is it?
Yeah, no, theplas is like round, sort of but not quite parathas, but with a lot of mix inside it, and it's just delicious. You can eat it just with curds or with pickles, and you don't need anything else. And it's very, very filling.
Well, my mouth is already watery the way you explained it. Can we have it in Colombo?
I'm not too sure. We'll try and find out if there's a Gujarati family. We'll try and find out if they can make some theplas. Gujaratis, I say Gujaratis because Gujaratis generally have the theplas.
Very often. Superb delivery from Robert Hussain. Always pretty quick in the air. It's always one of the weapons such bowlers can try. The round arm as well. Now this is the pistol with his last ball. Those here, you mean people at the ground? You, me, other commentators who do so much.
That has been swept. We've seen a batsman sweep. Fast bowler.
It's an interesting challenge. Talking about Abu Haider here, just a little collapse of his leg as he gets into
very quickly indeed. You talk about how he has bowled so far. This one is drifted down the leg side from Abu Haider, and it's a sweep.
Not a very tall bowler. This space in the air off the pitch gets the ball to come back and leave the right hand as well. Just a little give in the delivery stride when he gets into that delivery action. That has been swept. We've seen a batsman sweep. Fast bowler for runs.
Well, he's picked that length very quickly indeed. You talk about how he has bowled so far. This one is drifted down the leg side from Abu Haider, and it's a sweep. A man who's been in a very good form. He hasn't had a very good tournament, but today he's looked very good indeed. Rohit Sharma.
No one behind square. He's bowling around the wicket, wide of the crease as well. He's just picked the angle. Helped it on his way.
Slow ball. Get a single right on the offside.
Tiny. Thought with Rohit Sharma. It's a different pitch to what we've seen. 49 not out. Used pitch. I think it's on the slower side.
Well,
a lot more slow balls with the grip. The spinners playing a part.
13 50s.
I think that's why the scoring rate is a little slower.
Third versus this team, Bangladesh.
A nice round of applause from his teammates. 50 for Rohit Sharma. Coming back to form in the right time. We want to continue to go on because it's faced a few deliveries. 42 for that 50 that is picked up. 3 4s and 2 6s. Strike rate of 119. But when you have someone like Rohit Sharma to bat that period of time, you would expect him to just kick on and put the foot on the accelerator to score runs quickly in the later half of the innings.
Slow ball. Get a single right on the offside. It's a different pitch to what we've seen. Used pitch. I think it's on the slower side. It's a lot more slower balls which will grip. The spinners playing a part. I think that's why the scoring rate is a little slower. Pass score 160, you think? 160 would be a good score, but India now, with the foundation that they've set, 1 wicket down, they could push on for more, just as Atar Ali Khan said, 93 for 1.
And it smashed it to break up the 100. And brings up the 100 for India.
Yeah, you can see Rohit Sharma now.
Tough to keep him quiet.
Suresh Raina.
Unleash. He's got his 50. He's got the form back. He's surprised if we see a sudden change of gear.
One of the team also wearing the black armbands in memory
Grind
of
at
the
the
losses
teeth
of
as well
life.
to-
Devastating news a couple of days earlier when that plane crashed. Such a sad news. Thoughts and prayers for the ones, for the families who've lost the near and dear ones. It's just been absolutely tragic. That's the reason why, in respect of those who have lost their life, they've put on those armbands, black armbands. A very nice gesture from the Bangladesh team. Yes, he did that away cleanly. That's gone all the way. Picked up the length very quickly, and it smashes to pick up the 100. It brings up the 100 for India.
Tough to keep him quiet, Suresh Raina. Gives it a heave. Grind at the teeth as well to get those extra meters over the boundary line. Interesting when you compare the big hitting styles of Rohit Sharma and Suresh Raina. There it is. There's a lot of body involved in the way he plays when he's looking to clear the boundary or hit powerful shots like this one. Rohit Sharma tends to do it quite easily. Suresh Raina with a little more exaggerated kind of body movement.
Good use of the feet. We talked about Rohit Sharma. What about Suresh Raina? He's now looking to attack the bowlers and taking on the bowlers, picking up a 6 and a 4 in the previous 2 deliveries.
Working the ball seems to be the challenge. But whenever they've looked to play a big shot, it's come off. Nature of the pitch. Slow off the pitch. Good bowling to finish the over, but 11 runs from the over. 104 for 1. He was trying to find the Yorker again, taken on the full. Fumble. Slight fumble, and they get the second. Good running.
Yeah, very good running. Very good. The length was not there. He was attempted to bowl that Yorker, but he's been brilliant. Rohit Sharma, 54. He's very keen to pick up the length very quickly. That one also went an outside edge which went to the boundary, but look at this shot. Massive, massive. It's he was held by some poor bowling down the leg side.
Yeah, favouring the leg side there because those are the angles provided by the bowlers. It's not a usual Rohit Sharma's wagon wheel. Generally peppers all parts of the ground.
Well, it's still a very impressive inning. We mentioned about the surface. It's not as good as we saw for the first couple of matches. Really have to pick up the right length. The short selections have been spot on from Rohit Sharma. Just wonder why the bowlers are not keen to bowl in the block hole. That's the reason why he picked up a wicket, Rubal Hussain, when he sent back with the beauty of a Yorker from Rubal Hussain. He's had a good spell there. 1 for 14 in his 3rd over now.
He's a pundit's delight. Here the commentators talk a lot about not bowling enough Yorkers. That's one common peeve that all we ex-cricketers have when we're in commentary and when seamers are getting hit. Why are they bowling Yorkers? And Rubal Hussain has done that a lot tonight.
And also the question of if you lose out on not bowling the Yorker, then it goes out to be a half volley where the batsman can really play a big shot. So you got to be spot on and you got to be very good when you're thinking to bowl that ball in the block hole.
There's also the challenge of batsmen batting deep in their crease, batting in various different positions, which make it tougher to hit that length. So awareness, maybe he'll need help from those at point or square leg to let him know exactly where the batsman is. Because when you're practicing a Yorker, you're more or less targeting the crease, aren't you? You've got to be able to adjust that length.
A few batsmen will go down the wicket, shimmy down the track or go back deep in his crease. You got to adapt and adjust very quickly.
Lucky. No one's going to get there.
Away and thumps it down the ground. The fielder is inside the circle and mid-on, so easy pick.
That short one. But he gets 4. He just has a go, yes. Atarali was pretty similar to that.
Suresh Raina.
It's happened down there. On the crease, he's not moved around. Just ran around it. Should have been doing better.
The bowler was furious and he has every right to be. Should have been just the 1 run. It was very close to getting out. The batsman, eventually what he sees is 4 runs. It's not a good effort and he's got a right to vent his emotions out there.
And that should have been cut off, surely. Over sloppy from Mustafizur Rahman.
That's 1 over. That's going to be 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. When you can't find the right length, it'll give an opportunity for the batsman to pick up a boundary. Low full toss, maybe an attempt at Yorker, and he just takes his right leg away and thumps it down the ground. The fielder is inside the circle at mid-on, so easy pickings for Suresh Raina.
On the crease, he's not moved around, so he's just lost the length.
I guess they were expecting the ball to be Yorker lane. We saw Rohit Sharma as well started the over. This one, Suresh Raina was expecting the Yorker. And quite right after that was the thing with Yorkers. Don't get it absolutely right. You're looking at 4 or 6 against good players. Tail enders, you get away with it. Against good players, they're again trying to find the Yorker. Turns out to be a full toss. There'll be a couple of runs. Good over this for India. 13 runs of it. 117 for 1. About getting hit, what you do is you go short and you go quicker. And look what's happened to the Bangladesh spinners tonight.
Fielders in the
Every
deep.
time they've gone short,
Place to
they've been hit for runs.
precision.
All those yellow balls that you see there.
You pierce the gap like a needle. Absolutely brilliant.
That's why it's difficult to bowl to Indian batsmen. They use their feet so well. They come down, they force the batsman to change that length.
I just find the gap here. He does.
Once again, it just looked like Raina was going to come down the wicket, but then he quickly gets on to the back foot. It's not all that short, but he's created that length. That's what they do so well.
That is a terrific shot. Brings up the 50 partnership. Because it was straight and it was not that short. So he got himself in a bit of a tangle, but in the end, he played it beautifully.
What about placement as well? I thought there wasn't a massive gap between those 2 fielders in the deep. Place to precision.
You pierce the gap like a needle. Absolutely brilliant. And the kind of batting we've seen so far from Raina, it has certainly taken a little bit pressure off Rohit Sharma, because he's got 56 of 47. He's moved on to, that's gone up in the air, but now it'll fall short. Raina 30 of just 19. It's turning out to be a very good partnership.
First 9 balls, if I remember right, it had just the 5 runs. We were talking about a slow start. But how quickly you can change things around. 54 runs off 35. Following up on the opening partnership.
We find the fielder this time.
The opening partnership of 70 between Dhawan and Sharma.
Yeah, that's why the previous shot that he played and bisected the 2 fielder which went to the boundary was a really good one. Similar kind of delivery, but that one hit straight to the fielder. And you're spot on, Sanjay. He picked up the gap absolutely brilliantly.
Last ball of the over. Shot again. Not quite getting the power in the gap. Rohit Sharma. It's been that kind of an innings. But he's batting on a 50. 126 for 1.
देखिए सर, ये टीवी आपके लिए
9, possibly not at his most fluent. But the most important thing is that he's there, and we know how quickly he can turn things around. Yep, it was short. I'm not happy. not exactly where he wanted it to go. There's a deep extra cover and a man at long off. Just wanted that to go in that gap, but not for him today.
Well, it can happen when you're not in form, and you can see that the first 3 matches he wasn't in form, but he's really worked hard. He's really worked hard this innings.
Leading edge, but there's no man there at mid-off, so safe for the moment, Rohit Sharma. And you're absolutely right, it can happen to the best of batsmen. It's the fluency which he's searching for, not amongst runs in the first 2 contrasting games. Styles from the 2 left-handers, Shikhar Dhawan.
And he's had to work hard because
like
of the state of the wicket. Seen the other wickets have been
his feet
wonderful batting surfaces to play his shots and get shit on the ball.
Suresh Raina just giving himself that extra room series to carve the ball over the infield.
So far has played the other evening as well. Only 48 hours ago. It's been a hot day here today. It's been baked. It's very dry. There's Rohit Sharma. That's what he's done so far. So tonight is certainly 59 runs that he wanted in the bank already.
Backs away, slashes and goes over the short third man fielder.
We're coming to the last 4 overs of India innings, so we're going to see a lot more of that, a lot more of the bat flourishing, a lot more of moving away from the stumps to try and make room. And with the third man in, quite deliberately looking to play over the infield.
Contrasting styles from the 2 left-handers. Shikhar Dhawan like to use his feet towards Mustafizur, and Suresh Raina just giving himself that extra room to carve the ball over the infield.
You'll see now the Fizz will potentially take the pace off the ball. He went for the quicker one there, and his third man was up. Now he's back.
Once again backs away, but this time finds the fielder at deep point.
It's always hard for a bowler when you're running in. You see the batsman moving around a fair bit. He's gone for the back of a length again. Almost the exact same ball that was the previous one they got flicked through. There's some animation going on out there. A couple of batsmen aren't happy with their shots.
Yes, they're not getting the boundaries at this stage of the innings. They're looking for boundaries. Yep, you don't want a dot ball at all. A single is better than a dot ball. But it's boundaries and the big shots that they're looking for. So when they're not getting it, they're getting a little upset with themselves. That's a big one. That is a big one. That's gone into the crowd. Has somebody taken it? Oh, yes, he has. Well done.
Finally. Well, this is the 5th match. I reckon that's the first crowd catch we've seen. So you should be happy, mate. That's a beauty. Dropped it short. Pace off the ball. Rohit Sharma's got a big piece of it. Here he goes, he's up. Oh, he's caught her off the hand as well. Nice celebration.
It's like the second slip coming in between the first slip, and the first slip finally managing to hold on to it. Well done. This time back past him, but he'll only find the fielder at long off. It's been a good over for India. 13 runs so far.
Certainly has been. Don't usually get that many runs off almost Mustafizur over. He's such a good bowler, particularly in the slog overs when the batsmen are throwing their bats at everything. But he's given away a boundary and a 6 in this.
Once again a change in the field. He's got a deep third man and a man at fine leg, so definitely it's not going to be the slower one from Mustafizur. Shot, backs away and finds the fielder once again. 14 runs of that 17th over. It's 140 for 1.
Play back to back. SMS warranty number to check authenticity. Skybags.
Just a solitary wicket of Shikhar Dhawan, who's been the man in form for this Indian cricket team. It was bowled off a beauty by Rubal Hussain, just shaped away. Rohit Sharma, the captain, unbeaten on 66. And
Ridiculously
Suresh Raina,
easy
cameo
this
so
for
far.
Rohit Sharma.
6 bowlers used. Abu Haider has been impressive. Nazmul was economical but wicketless.
He's one of the few batsmen who plays the pull shot
Slashes.
off the front foot.
Once
Have a
again,
look
they've
at
got
this.
that field at deep point, which is there for that kind of a shot. The third man is inside the circle. And Suresh Raina has been picking balls from outside the off stump and trying to play over mid-wicket. So a man at deep mid-wicket for Suresh Raina.
Brett, you were saying how difficult it is for a bowler when he's running into ball and suddenly he sees the batsman moving around, sometimes towards the offside, sometimes towards the leg side. It is something maybe. Has he connected? Has he connected? Oh, yes, he has. He does play that pull shot off the front foot very well. Easily done. Ridiculously easy this for Rohit Sharma. He's one of the few batsmen who plays the pull shot off the front foot. Have a look at this. The front foot, bang, over mid-wicket.
And what he does do, playing off the front foot, as you mentioned, which is unusual for a batsman, it allows him to get that momentum and that power through the ball. It's a bit like a golf swing. He gets that power through the lines of the hands.
A good comeback. Abu Haider is not given too many bad deliveries today. Tried to bowl that slower bouncer, which just sat up nicely for Rohit Sharma to dispatch it over mid-wicket. Coming back with a good Yorker.
Cross seamer there and right on the money. We haven't seen enough Yorkers this tournament. And it's such a effective ball to bowl.
And what I was coming to with that batsman moving around was why can't bowlers also start doing something similar? You know, go this way, go that way, stop, maybe, stop in their run-up and then restart again. Maybe something to think about. If the batsman is making you think, oh, that's another sweet connection, that's another sweet connection. Oof. That is thudded into the advertising boards from Suresh Raina. He's a powerful striker of the ball, Suresh Raina.
What an innings it has been from him. Just at the right time, just giving that fillip to the Indian run rate. Just come and swung hard, and he's such a valuable T20 player for any team that he plays, Suresh Raina. 44 of 25, striking at 176. And that too at a time when Rohit was still trying to find his feet.
Once again, frustrated, Raina. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that about bowlers doing something, and Jason Gillespie tried it a few times in the early 2000s. He'd be running into bowl and do like the big scarecrow. His arms would go out and the batsman would be like, what's this guy doing? But it actually took him off guard and he couldn't score.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what I mean. Stop and start, and again, just like the batsman move around, you show as if you're stopping and then continue running and bowl. Oh, that's up in the air and it's out off the ground. You bowl a full toss at that high, below the waist, you're asking for punishment. It's been dealt with, 161 for one after 18 overs.
Maybe that is not.
Went for 21, a full toss to finish. And what an over it was, 1-6, 1-6, 1-6. And you can see the great man himself enjoying that shot.
Oh, I love the T20 format. Really find it so entertaining. So many shots played, so many varieties of deliveries, so many varieties of shots.
A good delivery. That's exactly what you want. Batsman charging towards you. Just bend your back, let it fly past him.
Well, Suresh Raina is looking for a lot of 4s and 6s, but potentially also a bat sponsor. Clean skin. What's going on there?
Can you find him one, Linger?
I'm sure 1.3 billion people in India would like to sponsor him.
Well, he was with a bat sponsor, but I think when he was out of the Indian team for a while, that was probably part of the contract, that if you're out of the Indian team for 6 months or 12 months or whatever, then the contract's terminated. Something like that must have happened. But now he's back in the Indian team.
So you should get a Sharpie and write space for rent on the back. Or available. There you go. You can write whatever you want on there. Draw a picture of a smiley face or something. Something there, is there?
Yes, slashes and does it really well. Once again carved over point by Rohit Sharma.
Well, this has been great from India. The last 3 or 4 overs have really upped the ante, and that's what they've needed to get to that 170 mark, 180. And I also think it's been a bit of poor bowling from Bangladesh. They've restricted well, and as soon as the quick guys have come on, they've tried too many different options. They've bowled a lot of full tosses, back of a length, and they've just lost their line of length these last couple of overs.
Very nicely done, very smartly done, knew exactly where the fielders were. And that's the 100-run partnership between these two.
Classy batting, absolute Rohit Sharma at his best. Just watch the way he doesn't even try and hit the ball, realises that third man's up and just glides it down.
Coming round.
He's very aware of where the field is. Didn't try to hit the ball too hard, just look for the placement and the bowler's pace. That's what got him another boundary. 170 now. 8 deliveries left unless there are wides and no balls.
Turns it into a full toss, but couldn't get enough of it there, Rohit Sharma. He's hit 5 sixes today, and generally targets that area between long on and mid-wicket. This was a special shot of a seamer going on his knees, and then the last of them just converting that full toss, making sure that he deposited it over the mid-wicket boundary. 5 boundaries and 5 sixes in his 88. A quick single as the ball trickles to square leg. 11 runs off that over. It's 172 for 1. Pictures coming to you from the drone, the air drone cam, not too far, possibly spotted somewhere with its red light flickering. Binger
could be in trouble though if Rohit Sharma gets onto a few. Could knock it out of the sky.
At the last over of this Indian innings, and it's Rubel. It's gone for 24 of his 3. Either had gone for 22 off his 3 before that last over, which costed him 21 runs. Once again, last minute changes to the field. The square leg coming in, fine leg dropping back. Is that into the hands? Yes, it is. And neatly pouched at the deep mid-wicket boundary. So Suresh Raina goes for a very, very well-made 47. It's 172 for 2.
Looking to play the big shot. Final over of the innings. You can see was cramped a little bit for room, so he couldn't get enough power in it. It's a fine running catch to his left by Soumya Sarkar. That's a very good innings from Suresh Raina. 47 to him, 172 for 2.
Running a marathon, guy?
He's disappointed with that, but he should be pleased in the context of the game. He's batted well, and certainly the last 3 overs. Suresh Raina there just really got his team in a commanding position. Still got a good piece of it.
And so has Rohit Sharma
on the boundary.
Initially, possibly not at
He's
this most fluent best,
but he should be pleased in the context of the game.
238
well,
runs in his 18 games. Good striker, because he generally comes lower down the order. And that's one of the reasons why he's been
so
sent
is
ahead
Rohit
of
Sharma.
many others.
Initially, possibly not.
Is this where he says, just take a
This
single, mate,
most
give me the
fluent best.
outstrike.
That's Dinesh Karthik.
4 deliveries left.
238 runs in his 18 games.
And that's smart.
Good strike rate because he
Dinesh
generally
Karthik.
comes lower down the order.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll
That's
keep
one
you
of
in the
the
game
reasons
for a
why
bit
he's been
longer as
sent
well.
ahead of many others.
Get the skipper
where he
down
says,
there and give him a
take a
chance,
single,
get his
mate.
100.
Give me
the outstrike. Can he do it? 2
4
shots.
deliveries left.
Yeah, 29 runs in the
And that's
last
smart
8 deliveries that he has
from,
faced.
Dinesh
Rohit
Karthik.
Sharma.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
That'll keep you in the
definitely
game
up
for a
the
bit
ante.
longer as well. Well, he's going to go hard.
the
here,
skipper
that's
down
for
there
sure.
and give him a
If you look
chance,
at a
get his
target
100.
long on or mid wicket, can he do it? 2 shots.
Yeah, 29 runs in the last 8
Which
deliveries that he
area
has
of the
faced.
ground is he
Rohit
going to
Sharma
target?
is definitely up the ante.
Once again, an inside edge.
Well, he's going to go hard here, that's for sure. He'll be looking at target long
Looks
on
like that's his
or mid
100
wicket.
done, Binger. 2 balls left.
Yeah, and that was
Which
the perfect
area of the
ball to
ground is he
bowl.
going to target?
So seam up, a little
Once
bit of
again,
tail
an
there.
inside edge.
He just tailed the ball in and the base of the bat.
Looks
Just
like
the
that's
bottom
his
of the
100
bat,
done,
just tried a little
Binger.
bit too hard.
2 balls left.
Pretty well bowled in the end. Yeah, and that was the perfect
Very
ball
good
to bowl.
over so far from Rubel. Just 2 runs at the
seam
bat
up,
and 3
little bit
runs
tail
in
there.
total.
He just tailed the ball in and
What will Dinesh
base of the
Karthik do?
bat.
Does play the lap
the
shot.
bottom of the bat,
Can
just
play
tried a
the
little bit
reverse
too
sweep
hard.
as well.
pretty well bowled in the end.
Smart and well done from
Very
Rubel.
good over so far
Yeah,
from
2
Rubel.
very good
Just
balls
2
back
runs
to
at the
back.
bat and 3
First
runs
one that
in total.
Didn't allow Rohit
What will
Sharma to get his
Dinesh
100.
Karthik do? Does play the lap
That
shot.
one there backed
Can
up.
play the reverse sweep as
A little
well.
bit of reverse swing, a little bit of tail, but that's beautifully
Smart
bowled.
and
Perfect.
well done from Rubel.
He keeps saying we had not
Yeah,
seen
2
enough of
very
that
good
this
balls
tournament.
back to
And as you
First
can
one
see
that
there, as a batsman, so hard to hit. You
Didn't
take
allow
one at
Rohit
best.
Sharma to get his 100.
That one there backed up. Thinking, man, he'll go that again. Exact same
A
ball.
little bit of tail, but that's beautifully bowled. Perfect. He keeps saying we had not seen enough of that this tournament. And as you can see there, as a batsman, so hard to hit. You take one at best.
Once again an
Yes, he's
outstanding over
thinking, man, he'll
and
go that again.
Finally,
Exact same ball.
manages to run Rohit Sharma out. Had to block that hit. Has been hit hard. Kept his presence of mind. Had the presence of mind to turn around and coolly
Once again,
knock the
once
pails
again
off.
an
So Rohit
outstanding
Sharma
over
is the
and
3rd wicket,
finally
which has fallen for
manages
India,
to
and
run
India
Rohit Sharma out.
get to 176
Had to block that
in their
hit.
20.